Valentina Shevchenko. An enigma of a woman. Let's talk about that. Hey yo guys, what is going on? Welcome to yet another episode of Evolved MMA News, and today I am coming to you with a little bit of an opinion piece on Valentina Shevchenko and really the women's flyweight division as a whole. So right now I just want to get into it with the meat and potatoes of our subject, Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, she is a woman. She is a beast in the division, and she is on a 3-fight win streak right now against the likes of Joanna, Jessica I, and another one that the name is eluding me right now in my head, but the last woman that she lost to was Amanda Nunes in a split decision about 2 years ago. And she also lost to Amanda Nunes again, or not again, but the first time back a couple years back as well. So the only woman that she has lost to in 9 years has been Amanda Nunes. Other than that, win. Craziness. Last loss came in 2017 against Nunes, split decision, as I said before. And her next opponent seems to be Katlyn Chookagian, which doesn't seem like the most appealing fight, I'd say, because right now she's only on a 1-fight win streak, and her last loss was 2 fights ago against Jessica I. And I mean, not the most compelling resume. She's got some good fights under her belt, you know, kind of the normal women's division stuff. You get 1 loss here, 1 win there. It just kind of goes on and off and stuff. So you kind of see that along a lot of the fighters' records that I was looking at in the top rankings, and even in the top just world MMA rankings, not just UFC, but Bellator and ONE FC as well. Just like Rose Namajunas, she was 6-3 going into the Joanna fight, and now she's 8-4 coming out of it. So even she's not immune to that type of record. Now Shevchenko, 17-3, great in the division. Chookagian seems like it'd be an easy run through, but then again, you can never dismiss someone. Just remember that Andy Ruiz Joshua fight. Hell, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor. You know, everyone was thinking Conor's gonna win easy, and then Nate comes in, destroys him. But you know, so you can never really write these people off. They're underdogs, they're betting underdogs and everything, but you can never write them off. And just to me, it just seems like it won't be much of a challenge for Shevchenko. Now, the other woman that is emerging as a sort of favorite against her is going to be the last woman that she lost to before Amanda Nunes. 10 years ago. Her first MMA loss 10 years, what was her first? Yeah, her first MMA loss 10 years ago against Liz Caramouche. And I'm looking at all her achievements right now. She's on a 2-fight win streak. Hey, 1 more than Katlyn Chookagian, but only a 2-fight win streak. What makes this more appealing than Chookagian? Like, the two of them together, they're not appealing matchups at all in any sense of the word, and I don't see any marketing potential aside from she beat Valentina Shevchenko 10 years ago. I mean, it kind of seems like the stuff from the Ortega-Poirier fight, or not Ortega, my God, what am I doing? The Holloway-Poirier fight, when they were showing the clips of them going at it 7 years ago or so. And I got that because that was a great fight, and we all remember that fight. But how many of us remember Cage Warriors 3, Caramouche versus Shevchenko? I don't think many of us have ever seen that fight, and the ones that did probably looked it up recently to see if she was going to be the emerging favorite to go fight her. They wanted to see the clips. And you know, Caramouche, the only thing going for Caramouche is that she has defeated Shevchenko once in the past 10 years ago. That's the only thing. Now, the most compelling fight, I know she just beat her 2 fights ago, but the most compelling fight is Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I can't say her name right. I know I can't, but I tried at least. That's the most compelling matchup for me. Sure, she just defeated her a couple fights ago, but don't you want to see that again? Don't you want to see an amazing fight go to a decision or end in a knockout in the 4th, or a TKO or a sub or something like that? Just later rounds, champ rounds, we get another championship level fight, because right now, Joanna is the one with championship caliber and championship DNA. Nunes is up at 145. You think she's gonna cut back down to 125 just to face Shevchenko, get 3 belts? Hell no, I don't think so. I don't see anyone at 135 that wants to challenge. No one at 145 that would cut down to 125. It just, there's nobody else but Joanna, Caramouche, and Chookagian. And honestly, this brings up a bigger problem. The women's flyweight division as a whole. And as a whole, this women's flyweight division is so thin. The women's divisions as it is really thin. 145 is my favorite division right now because you got Nunes and Cyborg in there, and those are just 2 women. This reminds me of the light heavyweight the men's light heavyweight division, like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something, when we were having just John Jones dominate. Was that 3 years ago? No. 3 years ago, John Jones was on coke and he was suspended. My God, time flies. But 5 years ago, the light heavyweight division. It reminds me of that 5 years ago when you just had John Jones destroying everyone and there was no real contender. The only good fight that he had was Gus, and that is seemingly an outlier, even though Gus is definitely a great fighter. But it's seemingly an outlier because Jones has just dealt with everyone, and even Gus in their second fight, he dealt with him, and everyone in the division just bowed to him. Just like is happening with Shevchenko. I believe that this new 125-pound division, everyone is going to bow to Shevchenko eventually. And she's going to go on a Demetrius Johnson, John Jones-like run to really just become one of the GOATs of women's MMA. And I think that's what's going to happen. But here is my solution. Now, this is where the video gets great, because I and many MMA fans just found out that Scott Coker is open to the idea of cross-promotion fights. And Dana obviously going to be like, fuck that, no. But wait, hear us out, Dana. I know I only have 11 subscribers, but hear me out. I, Castor Weinstein, submit that you should try it out with the thing that you also said no to like 10 years ago. Women MMA cross promotion, because what's the thing that doesn't sell enough? Flyweights and women. That's basically the UFC's kryptonite right now, is selling flyweights and women's fights. And even though I'll pay for Shevchenko, oh God, I paid for that Nunes Cyborg fight. Oh my God, I paid for it. But not a ton of people will. They don't know the names, they don't know everything. Shevchenko's a big name, but who else under Chukagian? You're gonna pay for that name? I don't know. But imagine we start off with a card, you know, most like 75% women fights and a couple others, but the cross promotion top. The main event, Shevchenko versus Eliminator. Woo! That sounds good, right? To me, that's the idea, and that is what should happen and what could happen, but it's not gonna happen because we all know Scott's open to it, Bellator is definitely open, but UFC and Dana are not. So in conclusion, guys, I guess the flyweight division is fucked. Alright, that's the end of my video. That's the end of my piece that I had for today. I hope you guys have a good one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't unsubscribe because I don't have enough of you to really fuel the fire. I'm only at 10 right now, or 11, whichever the number is. It changes by the day. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.